How's it going, everyone? Sean, Colonial Barbell Club. This is going to be a special video. On March 7th, I recently got to tour the new showroom and warehouse of the Echo Strength Depot. They are a brand new company out of North Carolina, and they've got a few warehouses and other places. But I got to do a tour of their whole showroom, including all of their plate-loaded and pin-loaded machines. And I got to talk with the COO, Darren, and the marketing manager, Mark, as well as meet the owner, Jason. This was a very fun experience, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And if you ever find yourself in the Greensboro area, please don't hesitate. Go see Echo Strength Depot and try out all of their cool machines. So I'm here with Mark.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what I do either. The fact that I'm holding something kind of gives me something to do. So there you go. I don't even know what that's used for. Choose your character. I'm here with Mark from Echo Strength Depot. He is the main brand guy. So if there's any type of social media, he is the one behind it.
That's right.
Mark, how did you get started with Echo Strength?
So I started working here in January of 2025, and just started doing the social media, and then I got roped into doing a bunch of other stuff. I helped open the store in Charlotte, and now we're in Greensboro, and I helped open this store as well.
That's awesome, man. How's it been so far working with Echo?
It's been a blast. I mean, I'm relatively new to this industry, but I've learned a lot, and we're growing quick, so I kind of am forced to learn a lot through mistakes and through good things too. So it's been a blast.
Do you have any like fitness background? Do you play sports?
Yep, I've been playing soccer. I love soccer. I'm all about soccer. We're gonna win the World Cup, USA all the way. And in high school I did CrossFit, and I was all about working out. And I love fitness.
Comparing yourself to other bigger brands out there, you know, getting into this industry, you have the giants like Rep and Rogue. How do you feel you guys stack up against those juggernauts of companies?
I think we've got the same 11 gauge steel. So when it comes to the quality of our uprights, like the quality is there. We're just a fraction of the price. So when it comes to choosing one or the other, you want to pay $10,000 for the same 11 gauge steel or $2,000. I think it's kind of a no-brainer if you look at it that way.
Where do you think you fall short compared to these brands?
Maybe in the shipping times. Those companies have the greased up wheels, the efficiency, the capacity to process thousands of orders, whereas we don't yet. Because now that we're diving into getting those more and more thousands of orders, like we've got to catch up with it. So that's kind of the space we're in right now, just trying to catch up a little bit.
Where do you see Echo in, let's say, 5 years?
I mean, we're growing fast. We're growing fast. I would think in 5 years we're going to be 5 times the size.
If you would like to tell my audience and anyone your favorite things about Echo Strength, why you should buy Echo Strength, the floor is yours.
I just think our best thing is our price right now. I mean, we're a fraction of the price, and it's quality equipment. You can find reviews online, and the stuff speaks for itself, and the price, it's hard to fight.
I am with Darren, the COO of Echo Strength. How's it going, Darren?
Pleasure to meet you, Sean.
Likewise,
nice to meet you.
Likewise. So tell me about Echo Strength, man. How did it start?
So the history of it is in 1994, the family opened up a factory in China to manufacture products for a lot of OEM, which we distribute here in America and also globally. So Echo Strength is a second generation family started back in 2025.
Okay.
And we've been around for about 1 year, finding the need for another company to be out there.
Tell me about your first year here.
So it started out with as getting, I would say, ourself going, where we had kind of a slow climb into business. So we kind of stayed steady until about late August, where we started promoting ourselves, and we were kind of on an even keel. And then the business back in late August exploded. So we basically, I would say, probably 3x'd our business starting in August.
Wow.
And the demand became so great for our product that we kind of got caught behind, if I want to say, with our pants down. We just didn't know how well our product would go. And by the demand, it went crazy. It exploded, as I said.
Wow. When did you realize that Echo Strength was going to work? You know, you talked about how it was hard get going.
Yep.
It was, you've had some exponential growth, which has been huge.
It's been very huge.
But when did you know that this was going to be a thing? When did you find out that Echo Strength may become a mainstay?
So it basically when we exploded, and even before the containers started to arrive here in America, the product had sold out.
What did, because you've been in the fitness industry for quite a while.
Yes.
What's something that they didn't warn you about Echo Strength, for example? You know, just along the lines of getting to know the equipment.
It is, so I've been in the industry for about 30 years. I've owned gyms, owned training facilities. I've worked as fitness managers. I was also a machinist, so I understand metal, welding, and that side.
Speaking my language.
And that's when I kind of saw the product and knew that this product was here to stay for the long growth.
Now, you talked about having a factory overseas.
Yes.
That's where your material's sourced?
Yes, everything has been there since 1992. It's pretty much sourced right at the factory and stuff.
Now, I have looked over a lot of their equipment before this interview, and I can tell you, for looking at some of the quality of welds and just the steel overall, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, all of the welds that I've looked at have been top-notch. It's what I would expect from a great growing company. The quality control is great, quality of the steel is great, and I haven't really found any defects as far as the welding goes. So I'm a big fan that they're taking care of their products before they even get shipped out. What about the manufacturing process that would surprise the customer, that would surprise, you know, your average home gym goer?
Probably our quality is equal to all the top brands that are out in the industry right now. So I would compare ourselves to any of the top brands selling in the home gym market as well as the commercial market.
Big, bold claims. And from walking around this warehouse and showroom,
that is one of the reasons why I came over here. As I said, I've been around fitness industry. I used to train athletes, and I saw the quality of the equipment, and I knew it was going to be, this company was going to take off and go. And I wanted to be part of it from the ground up.
I mean, I'd put my money on you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good bet for a good horse in the race.
Yeah.
Since you've been around, you've seen a lot of different big brands out there in the commercial and starting in the home gym space.
Yes.
What are some of the things that they don't do that you guys do, and vice versa?
I think one of the things that we are strictly 11 gauge. We are good enough to be in commercial gyms, but we're produced for home use as well too. So.
Yeah, that would be a good point, because you're not seeing a lot of those big brands with, you know, they call it commercial grade, but a lot of those big brands aren't making they're making commercial grade, but something that wouldn't last in a commercial gym.
In a commercial gym.
Yeah.
So I believe like 11 gauge is kind of the standard in a commercial gym, and that's what our product is even for the home use, is 11 gauge, straight across, straight through.
Yeah, and that puts you in a great ecosystem, because you have basically your equipment, with it being 3x3, 1-inch ecosystem, you guys are basically an erecta set for the home gym community.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm really, really interested to see what some of the other other big brains out there in the home gym community
Mm-hmm.
are going to do with your machines that no one else has thought about. And that's
Yep.
what's really exciting to me about your stuff. If you can, this might be a little bit difficult to answer.
Mm-hmm.
What's a big design that you saw in Echo that maybe the customer won't notice, but sets you apart?
I think a lot of it is our quality that we put out there on the market. And as you mentioned, our welds, I mean, it's a solid product. If you put weights on it, you're not getting any creaks or crinches or worried about anything bending. A lot of our tubing, as I said, is 11 gauge, and some of it is close to 10 gauge when it comes out.
How are you guys able to have a price lower than the competition and not sacrifice quality?
That is the one thing, going back to we own the factory, is that we cut out the middleman. So we are basically, as they say, direct to the consumer. We are direct to the consumer. So there's no, the middleman where it goes to a wholesaler, and the wholesaler marks it up, and then it goes out to the consumer. We are direct. We do have wholesale customers that we do sell to. We have other people who are providing our product across the United States as well. So that is the one thing, is what our price point is that we have no middleman we have to deal with.
All right, now we're behind the scenes of Echo Strength in their Greensboro location. This is their warehouse right now. Darren, take it away. Tell us about shipping. Tell us about all the containers you're getting in.
So right now this warehouse is about 17,000 square feet. We have about 15 containers worth of product in here right now, which is kind of empty. We have in the next 4 weeks probably about 23 containers that will be coming in here, landing probably almost about 2 a day coming in, which will give us roughly about close to 40 containers full of equipment here, which sadly to say probably about 20 of them are probably already sold. That's how as fast as things come in, they do go out, as I was mentioning earlier. But over the course of probably by the end of this year, we will probably have close to 100 to 150 containers in the United States ready to be sold.
All across
our different warehouses that are across the United States. So kind of equates to close to about $10 million worth of product in the United States alone.
Now you're saying about almost 2 containers a day come out of here during the week?
Well, we'll be coming in from the port here.
Yeah.
So we will be unloading about 2 containers a day probably for the next 3 weeks.
And about how fast will one container last you? Hours?
Probably hours. Some of those containers, as I said, are probably gone already.
Oh.
We have, this coming week, we have a full container of bumper plates coming, and I think 70% of that container is gone already.
Wow.
And that is also from past orders that we still have to fulfill.
Now you were saying to me earlier off camera that when a container comes in, you've got a line going out from the street to your bay doors back there.
That's correct. So so it takes us about 2 hours to unload a container. So they're there pretty much a portion of the whole day here. We're unloading it. But the issue becomes with us too is as fast as they're coming in, now we may have another truck coming in right behind it to load it up to ship out to some of our warehouses or a lot of our LTL freight that goes out to our customers and stuff.
Wow.
So it's
almost dizzying how fast.
So if anybody's looking for a job,
yeah,
we're going to be hiring pretty soon.
Yeah, shipping and receiving.
Shipping and soon. If you are in the Houston area, reach out to me. That Houston location will be opening up next week with a 2,000 square foot showroom in there, and we'll be looking for a salesperson.
If you're forklift certified.
Yeah, forklift certified, and know the fitness equipment industry, I am at commercial@echostrengthdepot.com.
Yep, you got a shoe in, I guarantee it. As you have said before, as Mark said before, shipping is probably supply and demand have been the biggest issues with Echo, with it growing so quick, so fast.
Yeah.
Now, this is a map of their current layout with warehouses. And as you can see, they have 7 different warehouses which they ship their equipment out of. So Darren, if you'd like to take over, let us know about.
So I'll give you a little history. I gave you a little history where we opened up. So we kind of started out in our Charlotte location with opening up our 2 warehouses in New York and Chicago. A lot of it had to do with the shipping industry. There's not that many much manufacturing up in Chicago, so we decided to open up kind of in the Midwest to make shipping a little bit cheaper as well coming out of there. Then we had opened up 2 in LA to also help with the demand, and then we recently opened up here in Greensboro February 1st, and we are happy to say Houston will be opening up next week.
Wow.
And a lot of our difference is with our company too. We have a showroom, as we do in here in Greensboro. We have a 5,000 square foot showroom. Houston will have a 2,000 square foot showroom.
Wow.
Because I look at it as you're not going to go buy a car sight unseen. So a lot of these people, when you buy online, you're kind of entrusting influencers to help you make a decision on product.
Absolutely.
And stuff. So with us, the one unique thing about us is we have showrooms that people can come, touch, feel. I always invite people, come in with your workout clothes, bottle of water, work out. See how the product feels, see how they do. I just had a guy come in from Louisiana this morning to come try out our product. We've had people come in from Washington. I've had people come in from New York to try out our product to see, because a lot of things, the issue is when people see pricing, the first thing they see is that, why are you so low? It must be a cheap product. That's kind of why we invite people come in and see our product. We are 11 gauge steel. We are highly competitive with the upper brands that are out there right now. So that's why we invite people to come in, touch and feel. And people are very pleased with our product when they see it, or if they don't even come in here, that they get it, that they're happy with the product on how solid it is built.
I mean, that is a big deal. As you said, you brought up the car, buying a car sight unseen. I mean, you're dropping $2,000, maybe a little bit less with Echo Strength.
Yes.
And you're not going to go to see a used car and just trust that it's good. Being able to sit in the machine, adjust it to how your height, your weight, being able to move it, being able to imagine it in your space, that's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and I've also FaceTime customers who can't get here, where I will put them. If you have a question about something, I'm happy to FaceTime you, show you the product, and show you things. And people say, well, you know, like on our in and out classic machine, what's the width when it spreads out to what it is? Those are the things that's providing good customer service as well, and also FaceTiming somebody for them to actually see the product. You know, pictures do things, but seeing it in person or seeing it on the phone, whatever, is also helps out too.
Now, if any of the stuff you saw in the video looked great and a great addition to your home gym, please go to their website, use code Colonial, takes 15% off. It helps me, it helps the channel, and it helps you guys get some of the best budget yet quality equipment that, in my opinion, is out there. So, from Sean and the Colonial Barbell Club, I'll see you guys next time.